Adam, you want to start us? Sure.
Well, Bruce, obviously this had to have been a pretty emotional couple of days for you, for the team. How did you process Chris Holtmann being fired? And as team captain, how do you try to lead this team through whatever comes next?
I found out we had a meeting with Gene Smith and just broke the news and felt like we needed to go to a different direction. As a player, I feel like that's way beyond my concerns, because as a player, you need to be focused on your academics and also your play on the court and how much work you put in to be the best basketball player you possibly be. I'm just trying to make sure as a captain, to make sure everybody is just still on the same accord and still trying to finish the season out well. I feel like we still have things to accomplish. We still feel like still have our goals still in plan. I feel like, especially just trying to win this big game on Sunday.
What does it take to keep that focus when I presume nobody saw this coming? You know, kind of like wake up Wednesday morning and this all changes. How do you try to keep that focus, and what does it take to do that with all this going on outside?
Like I've been saying, I just take it one day at a time. Things happen. College basketball is a business, so I'm just trying to make sure me and my guys is all on the same page. That's really my biggest focus, and taking it one day at a time. Yesterday we had a great practice. I feel like the energy of my teammates was there, the confidence. I feel like we still have that. We're gonna just keep moving on. It's gonna take today, get better today, understand what we got to do to beat Purdue, and I feel like everything will take care of itself.
Bruce, Coach D, we're talking about how there was a pace and energy you brought to practice. What did you feel like practice, how to go? Did it feel different than Coach Holtmann practices? What was it like?
It was highly intense yesterday. We 3 days out, so we can almost get up and down like almost in the off season, because you're not so close to the game. So yesterday was a lot of fast pace, a lot of urgency, trying to get stuff accomplished in a short amount of time. So our legs won't die out, instead of having like a 3.5 hour practice to get all the stuff that we need to get accomplished. But I feel like yesterday was a good pop, understanding that a crazy incident happened and that you had no control over as a player, and just trying to make sure my team on the same page to go win a big game against Purdue.
Yeah, and he said that Aaron Kraft stopped by, your point guard as well. What does it mean to see a player, so much history here, come back in a moment like this? What kind of messages is that for you guys?
It show a lot, especially how Buckeye Nation, even alumni that play here at Ohio State, just care so much about the players, about the program, and the excellence that want to be brought here. So when you see a player like that with that caliber, with the stats, the accolades that he had at Ohio State, for him to come the next day to practice and watch us and give us some great words of advice to just keep playing, keep having that confidence on greater things is ahead, it was very good for our team.
Bruce, sometimes in sports, something happens like with Holt, an odd kind of motivation can come out of that, like among the players. We're gonna prove people wrong now, there's a chip on our shoulder, we're gonna do this for Holt. Is there any of that? Are you sensing any of that yet? You think that'll happen, like sort of, regrouping and proving the world wrong?
I feel like when he was here, we were still trying to prove people wrong. So I wouldn't want to say that we were just doing for Ho. I feel like Ho one of us players, the one he recruited just to do it for ourselves and just do it the Ohio State basketball way. And that's what Ho, and that's with D for the rest of the year. So us as players, we just know we're playing for the guy next to us at the end of the day, because we went through the season workout in the summer and in the preseason. We just kept fighting together. You bring that camaraderie with your teammates and that bond that's unbreakable. That these are relationships that you're gonna have outside of basketball. So when we seen that happen, we just knew we had to get closer, even closer than we was before, because it's a crazy time. And understanding college basketball is a business at the end of the day. So me having my guys that with me that stay in the dorm, or with Jameson and Dale, the new guys, just to come together, that we need each other more than ever now. So I feel like now we're just trying to stay in motto. Still trying to prove people wrong, trying to just keep getting better each and every day. And I feel like everything take care of itself.
But I guess for you, for you personally, how quickly was it after you got the news that it was, moving on and focusing on this task at hand here? And do you allow yourself to any time to kind of process the emotions of this?
It was kind of hard to really process it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a big game on Monday. So my main focus was trying to make sure I was straight as myself, make sure I'm mentally there to talk to my teammates and just to evaluate what we need to get at hand because I've never experienced it. Nobody on my team experienced it. No coaches have been in this experience. So I'm just trying to let my teammates know that things happen and life happens. You know what I'm saying? Just really how you move on from it and continue to get better each and every day. I feel like me just installing that confidence back in my teammates that we still got things to finish. We still got hardware to go get, even though we not the best record right now. But I feel like the next couple games in our regular season, I feel like we can go get those in the Big Ten tournament. I feel like anything can happen, especially what happened last year. So I feel like we just keep putting in work, keep trusting the next guy in front of us, keep making the right play, offensive, defensive, for anything. Like they're gonna take care of itself.
What about Jake Diebler could make him a really good head coach for you guys?
I just feel like he's young. He understands like much more being at a younger age. His experiences, how he played, and college and high school was more fast paced, more on tempo. So that's what he presents himself out there on the court yesterday at practice, trying to bring the pace, get more transition buckets, things like that to increase our tempo, to increase the urgency on the court that we need to have because for the finish out the year the way that he wanted. But I feel like it can be a great role for us trying to have a different style of pace about us to win big games in the future.
You talked about being a captain and whatnot. Did you talk to the team as a whole? Did you and maybe Jameson or anyone kind of stand up and discuss anything with the rest of the team?
Yeah, I definitely talked to the team, especially I was like, it's really crazy. Like you woke up this morning. I knew I had a bad feeling. I just had a bad feeling. I didn't know what it was. And you see the news, you see the Twitter, and you look on social media like everybody else, like it's just really real. Like then you get a text from Eagles, like we got to meet with Gene Smith, so you're trying to really figure out what's all going on until you get the real news, real what it is. So we had a meeting with the whole coaching staff. Gene Smith did talk about like this the move that I'm going to make. It's a business decision. It's higher than all us players, and us coaches, because that's an athletic director. Like you see all sports, so you feel like he didn't make a change in a new movement for Ohio State basketball. And as a young player, understanding college basketball and how NIL is involved, it's a business now. Like it is what it is now. So now understanding that, had a clear mind about it. Now I can talk to my teammates about what the situation is, how I can look forward. Like we just got to lean on each other more now than ever because things can happen at any given moment. You just really don't know. So I was just explaining to my teammates that we need to keep doing what we're doing, keep putting in work, just taking one day at a time. I feel like everything takes care of itself.
You were talking about Coach Diebler picking up the pace a little bit. How does that fit you as kind of the point guard, the spearhead of the offense?
I feel like I could play multiple styles of basketball. I can play half court, I can play up and down due to the style of play and the personnel that's on the court. I feel like lately, I feel like in practice, it reminded me back in high school how fast I used to play. Like it was less than 8 to 10 seconds. The most, because when I was in high school, we had a shot clock. So like the ball was up by like 20 to 15 seconds by that time. But so just in practice yesterday, reminded me back in high school. But like it was just great pace and great energy. I feel like that's the way you get your conditioning out. You can condition it up, especially being 3 days away. And I feel like that pace and the energy that D bring, I feel like the team kind of need it right now.
Bruce, you talked about meeting as a team, meeting with Gene. Did you guys have any sort of meeting with Holtmann?
I feel like Holtmann definitely, he met everybody individually. You know what I'm saying? As a man, he just wanted to be straight up about it. He wanted to tell us before the news got out, just trying to being a man. Just tell everybody one-on-one, especially with just what happened, what he experienced. Because Holtmann's a great guy, great dude. He gave me an opportunity, a scholarship to play at a Power 5 school, and I'm forever thankful for that, what he have done for me and the other guys that he have ever recruited at Ohio State. His family is great, his wife, his kids. He always treated us like we were his sons. Like he always was a big family guy. He was always over his house. Everybody just have fun, laugh, kick it with each other. I really respect that as a man. At the end of the day, he was just growing as more than a basketball player, so I always respected what he had done. But as a man, he just had to say, like, this what happened. I gotta move on. I got fired. Just being straight up with us, and he said, I still want y'all to finish the season out strong. I love y'all and I have care for y'all. So
You said it several times how college basketball is a business. You guys could go in the portal right now if you wanted to, put your names in there. Nobody did. If it's a business, what makes sense to not do that?
it's just my morals and my values as a player myself. I just never felt like it was okay just to just go separate ways and something not started. Especially if you as a captain, like you have a responsibility. Especially as a man that you just don't quit. At least finish it out and you see what's happening after that. But like during the process, doing the thing, I feel like you just don't quit. That's the thing my mom always taught me, just to finish things out, even though you don't like it, even though it kills you at the end of the day. But at least finish it out. And after that, if you really don't like it, then you don't have to go do it no more. But now, just me explaining to my teammates is that I'm not gonna go no more. I'm gonna finish the season out strong, like how I started. I don't the cards I may lay how they found, but I'm not gonna quit on my teammates. Definitely not on my coaching, especially not on Buckeye Nation. But and all my teammates on the same accord, like we're gonna finish it out the right way and see whatever happens.
Yeah, Coach Diebler said that he met with each player individually when this was all happening. So what was that conversation like for you? And then maybe what were some of the things that he was saying to you, specifically being this team leader?
He was just being straight up with me. It's basically like this is new for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just like this is not normal. You know what I'm saying? You don't see a lot of coaches don't get fired mid-season. It's just being completely forward, but he's just saying like basically make sure you're okay as first. Just as a human being, make sure you're okay mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. That you're okay, then you can help others first. Then, because if you don't worry about yourself first, you also can get lost trying to help somebody else if you're not 100%. I feel like that goes in life and goes with it in life as well. But I feel like he was just being straight up with me, saying, "Oh, your teammate gonna need you more than ever, but to make sure that you're okay first." And I really respect that as a man, just trying to give me foundation and give me advice for more than basketball. So to me, understanding that where I'm at mentally, I'm at a way better space than I was a couple days ago. So now I feel like I'm more able and more optional to help my teammates out.
Yeah, and you mentioned that you liked his pace of practice, the way that he goes about that. Is there anything else about his coaching style that you particularly like so far?
I mean, at the end of the day, he just got basically promoted for like 6 games. So like I feel like our bond and our connection is still the same at the end of the day. We haven't went over game plan yet because we're 3 days out. So now like today gonna be kind of different because now we're going over Purdue plays and what they like to do and things like that. So today's gonna be a real because I don't know like how you don't know. So I really don't know how today's practice is gonna be. I'm just very excited just to make sure my teammates all on the same page, having that confidence and just be ready to play on Sunday.
Bruce, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thanks, Bruce.